Hi guys, Dr.GE here today. So today I want to talk about the massive lessons derived from the US-Israeli-Iran war and some of the recent updates regarding that war. The first massive lesson that I derived from this US-Israeli-Iran war is that, number one, you may have power, but power without strategy, power without planning will lead to chaos. And that's what we're experiencing or seeing with the US. Donald Trump went into a war with Iran without any form of planning. His plan was that once he amasses significant firepower in the Middle East around Iran, that Iran will capitulate. Go and listen to this video where I talked about where Witkoff was expressing that Donald Trump was shocked that Iran hadn't capitulated. So his plan was that he was going to scare these people, pretty much a gangster way of doing things, that was going to scare them with an enormous firepower, and then they will capitulate. That did not happen. So essentially, there was no plan. On the reverse, Iran is not as powerful militarily against the US, although, that's in quotes, traditional power. That's what I'm talking about, aircraft carriers, aircrafts and all that. But I'll talk about how Iran is powerful in a bit. So stay with me there and just punch the subscribe button there and like, share, and comment. So Iran had been preparing for this war, knowing that they cannot match the firepower of the US. They've been preparing since the invasion of Iraq. They saw what happened to Iraq, and they saw what happened to other countries in the Middle East, Libya, Syria. And they've been planning for this scenario where eventually the Zionists will attack their country to dismember their country and balkanize it. So they've been planning. And so they've niched down on technologies like missile technology and drone technology. They've perfected their arts in that type of warfare apparatus. And that's why they are achieving significant success and making significant impact on the war. In fact, right now they have huge leverage. See their strategy. They've destroyed all the eyes of the US and continue to attack strategic equipment, strategic things in the Middle East and owned by the US. All the radar system destroyed. Now they're attacking, like recently they attacked the Saudi Arabia base where they had those tanker aircrafts and some of the radar system aircrafts that they have, the EC, whatever. So you see how Iran has been strategic in their attacks, despite the delusion that is being spewed by the United States that they've defeated Iran, that they've targeted about 15,000, whatever number they're spewing there, which cannot even be verified. Now, indiscriminate bombing does not achieve anything. Indiscriminate bombing impacts civilians, which is even a war crime, like the killing of the 180-something children and their parents at the Menab school. So, indiscriminate bombing targeting civilian infrastructure is not a way to win a war. So the other lesson that you have to learn is if you're in project management, you can see how in real time how a project fails and then sunk cost fallacy sets in. In this case, the US project without any form of objective. Today is your regime change, tomorrow is nuclear facility or nuclear bomb, next tomorrow. So the goalpost has been shifting, and so has the timeline. There's no other recipe for failure of a project when you have mission creep or scope creep and then shifting timelines. You will never succeed if you have a project like that. And instead of recognizing that your project has failed and you've sunk in billions of dollars and counting your cost and pulling out, then either by delusion, in this case I would say delusion, Donald Trump is being led to believe that he can pump in billions of dollars, like recently Pentagon is asking for $200 billion to continue a failed project, a failed war, illegal war, criminal war. This $200 billion could be directed towards providing healthcare, housing, and other things for the populace. But in Donald Trump's mind, because of the delusion of sunk fallacy, he wants to keep pumping billions of dollars into a failed project instead of counting his costs. Apart from the monetary aspects, the lives of soldiers who ordinarily wouldn't be led to die, are going to die right now. Once Donald Trump continues this, families of servicemen will be having their parents, their husbands or their wives, not coming home forever because of an illegal war, an Epstein war that was never sanctioned by Congress, and under international law, never sanctioned by the UN. That is what we're fighting here. Now, other updates regarding the Iran war is that they're already thinking about pulling out from the NPT, and that's the non-proliferation treaty they are part of. And I don't blame them for beginning this conversation, because if the non-proliferation treaty is there and their nuclear facilities, civilian nuclear facilities are being attacked, then what is the benefit of remaining in that treaty? The parties that are supposed to make sure that that treaty is not violated are the ones violating the treaty. So why should Iran continue to remain under this treaty or operate under this treaty? There's no point. That means Iran may inadvertently, because of this war, develop a nuclear bomb. So what was the whole point of going into this war? What was the objective for going into this war? One last thing, it's obvious that Donald Trump is manipulating the markets with all his pronouncement that, oh, the war is going to end soon, blah, blah, blah. He's manipulating the market. The true cost of oil right now should be about $150 per barrel. By the time the market stop believing his nonsense, that will hit on every one of us. Because right now we're already bearing the brunt of the hike in the oil prices, despite his manipulation. So get ready, get prepared for what's coming. Okay, see you in the next video. Like, share, comment, so that this algorithm can help push this and get to as many people as possible. Thanks for watching. See you, bye.